This is your Lovescope reading for October 2015. My name is Tilly, and welcome to Tarot with Tilly, and thank you so much for all the support you give me each and every day. Now let's get right to the cards, because across the middle here we've got Strength, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. So I think that you are empowered this month in love through maybe more of a spiritual nature or a sensual nature, or allowing your sensuality to flow. And sometimes that does take a strength to allow that part of yourself to show on the outside. Four of Swords. Now this is the center card, so this is talking about recharging your batteries. This is about realizing that you've come through the fires. Rest, recuperation. And knowing that you are surrounded by your loved ones, and that your loved ones are the most important assets you can have in the entire world. Now, your thought patterns will be ones of strength. It's your empowerment. It's knowing how strong you are. It's knowing how beautiful you are. And I think that this holds, oh, I've got such an itchy nose. I got like a cold. I've been fighting for about 3 or 4 days. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to give it a little wiggle there. Oh my gosh. It just feels like I just want to, take a wire brush and just go through my whole sinuses and clean it out. But pardon that. I couldn't take it anymore. I'm trying to concentrate on your cards, and all I could think about was this itchy sensation that was going right through me. And of course all the animals are coming around because I'm doing the Libra reading. They have been quiet up till this very moment. Okay, so it is about your strength. It is about your beauty. And I think that you are going to be realizing your empowerment, realizing your strength, and not necessarily just in relationships. I think you're going to start to feel this independence, and I know that, you're one of those signs that you want balance, and you want fairness, and you want partnership, and you want beauty, but I think that your empowerment comes this month from realizing your independence, realizing your own beauty, realizing how you can stand alone in where you need to go. That any relationship is an extension of who you are. It doesn't make who you are. It's an extension of who you are. And then on the other side we have the High Priestess. Now this is sensuality. This is lust. This is empowerment at its finest moment. Now, in a love reading, especially with a High Priestess, is, and this is where you're going. This is what you are realizing. So maybe you are realizing your sensuality. Maybe you have maybe turned off your sensuality, or the romantic side to who you are. Maybe you've closed down your heart a little bit to concentrate on other things. And I think as this month goes by, you open back up to the beauty of what can be. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I think it's more about you building you this month. So now we do have underneath an Ace of Pentacles, so definitely you could see somebody new coming into your life if you are single. If you are in a relationship, this is securing the foundation. This is strengthening the foundation. This is taking it to a new level of security and foundation. So this could be wedding proposals. This could be moving in together. This could be deciding to enlarge the family. This could just be deciding to have that second or third date. depending on where you are within the relationship. Might be a time when you want to redo your vows. This is also a card that talks about the stability coming in. So it's not even necessarily that you are creating the stability. It's not necessarily that you're having the conversations to do that. It's more of, if you allow the flow to happen, if you just stay in the moment when it comes to love, when it comes to your sensuality, when it comes to romance, that it will just naturally happen. Now, we do have an overriding energy here of the Ten of Wands, and I think so you really need to get your, I guess, your personal goals clearer within the relationship, or within a relationship, or what you want in a relationship. I think you might be hanging on to some old baggage when it comes to relationships, thinking, you know, maybe there's something about the relationship you're in. Let's go first for the people who are in relationships, where there's been a tried and true kind of way that you have worked your routines out together, and it's not going to work anymore. It needs to be revamped. It needs to be revisited. There needs to be a new balance put into place. If you are not in a relationship, you might be holding on to some old, almost like taught values of what a relationship is supposed to be and what it's not supposed to be. And it's kind of messing with your vibration. It's messing with your energy. And I think you really just need to meditate. I think you need to pray and really understand what love means to you, for you, because of you, because of where you want to go, because of the way you want to be lifted up, appreciated, loved back, the way you want to love. And you might be going with maybe how your parents showed love to each other. You might be looking at a past relationship. But in some way, I think that the way you are looking at a relationship or love is skewed in some way, and it's based on more of what used to be. What used to be accepted, the norm, the way everybody did things. I think it's a little bit of thinking outside the box this month on what love is and what it personally means to you. And it's okay not to go with everybody else's theory out there of what love is. Like I say, it's an independence that you are bringing forth this month in love, of who you are, of what you want to be in a relationship, of what you expect the other person to bring to the table or leave at the door. So, you know, especially with the High Priestess, that's one that's really saying, you know, don't let practicality or being too practical or set limitations on your relationship or the relationship that you want to come into your life. Now, I think a lot of good is going to start happening in your life, because I think there's a lot of planets that are visiting your sign. It's your birthday month. And I think last month, I think over half the planets were either stopped or in retrograde, and now I think about 70 or 80% of the planets are now going forward. So this is going to bring in new energy, new vitality, new experiences, new paths to walk, and it could very well be in love here. I think your health is up. I think your vitality is up, and it's a good time to look at, perhaps with the High Priestess here and the Four of Swords together, looking at how you bring that vitality to you. So it might be through exercise, it might be through diet, it might be just through making sure that you're sleeping properly for the first time in a long time. It's enhancing you in some way through your routine, through diet, through exercise, through creating the person that you want to see when you look in the mirror. Now we have the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Empress, and the Two of Swords here. Really about decisions. Okay, and I don't really think that this is so much love, but who you are becoming. So, you know, there might be new projects. There might be, you know, it's a good time to get things going, but, and the Empress is all about birth and rebirth and new beginnings and starting new things and getting projects underway. But she's also the diplomat. She is one of the strongest diplomats in the deck. She sits with the Emperor, who would also be a diplomat. But the kings and the queens all hold a little bit of the diplomatic energy. But the Empress is one of the very strong ones. So be the diplomat, okay? Even though you want to start new ways, start new projects, start new paths, start stepping into new experiences. Be open to new experiences. Remember to be the diplomat, okay? If you think that you need time to develop certain ideas and bring it together properly, then do so, okay? Follow your gut. Don't try and rush through anything. When we have the Two of Wands on one side and the Two of Swords on the other side of the Empress, it is, you have a lot of great thoughts happening, but you really need to work them through so that when you do make that decision, it's right, it's true, it's going to lead you in the right direction going forward, and a balance does come in because of it, okay? So prosperity, I think, is definitely on the horizon. We could even read the Ace of Pentacles as a sign that prosperity is starting to come on the horizon for you. New beginnings of, but don't rush anything into being. That's probably the Empress speaks it the strongest in here. Don't rush anything into being. Allow it to flow naturally. Allow it to come together on its own. Let's get you an angel card, shall we? So, and with the Four of Swords and the High Priestess, going back to health, you know, stress can play a huge part. And we have the Ten of Wands over top of it, talking about our steps being weighed down. So it could be stress. If there's something going on with you health-wise, okay, ask yourself the stress you're under. If it's your back, you might think that, you know, I just can't carry this load. If it's your legs, it's like, I can't go one step farther. If it's your throat, you know, I just don't feel I have a voice anymore. You know, you can go through your whole body and put a health label onto what you're feeling, what you're saying. Okay? You're feeling arthritis in your hands or something. It might be, I just can't get a grip on my reality of where I'm going. So really try to attune any health issues that you have on whether or not it's a stress thing, because you can easily start changing your words, okay, because your brain really doesn't know if you are telling the truth or not. Okay, so when you say, I can't take one more step, I just can't take one more step, I can't take one more step, your body, your brain starts to say, oh, we can't take one more step. And then your knees start to go, or your ankles start to go, or your feet start to hurt, or, you know, something happens that makes it difficult for you to walk, makes it difficult for you to actually take that one more step. So you start saying, and if you're finding health problems in your legs, let's say, then you start saying, I take each step naturally and with ease. And you start saying that 10, 20, 30, 50 times a day. Now, you know, don't not see a doctor or something, but pay attention to what you're saying out loud and how it is corresponding with how your body is responding to life. I don't know who needed to hear that, but I saw the Four of Swords and the High Priestess, and with the Ten of Wands over top of it, and I know somebody needed to hear that out there. Okay, and we have the Ten of Michaels, who's coming up a lot. A situation has ended, and you are finally free. And I do believe that. You are in your birthday month. All the planets are starting to move forward. We have the Ace of Pentacles for prosperity starting to form on the horizon for you. Absolutely, coming into existence. New opportunities for happiness will now follow, and put that past right behind you. So what a beautiful card for you. It works so perfectly within the reading. So I love the way the angels talk to us. Take a bow. You've been walking through the fires, and now it's time to take a bow. Put the past in the past. Get ready to move forward. Realize that situations are ending in your life, and new beginnings are starting to happen. Prosperity is on the horizon. When it comes to love, when it comes to relationship, whether you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship, you know what? Just go with the flow. Just open up to the experience. Embrace the dreamer side of who you are, of your heart, of the adventure that you want to capture for your own. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.